Namaste. I have Vivek Agnihotri with me. Let's start with the latest, because we are fighters. And so there's always a fight going on. So the latest one with News Laundry, for the benefit of those who don't know what happened. Tell us.
I think everything is out in social media, but just to put the records very, very straight. I was in Delhi for some other purpose. I was attending some conference. And my office was calling me non-stop that Mr. Abhinandan Sekhri wants to interview me.
And he's the News Laundry CEO.
Yeah, CEO, anybody can be a CEO. One person sitting in a room can also be a CEO.
Yeah, right.
So that designation doesn't matter.
Right.
So last time when he had interviewed me, he had come to my office to critique my film, but he had not seen the film. So I caught him lying over there. I asked him to see the film, and then I said, I'll give you interview only if you on camera you admit that you basically did such an unprofessional thing, which he did, and all the recordings are out in public. And this time they called me because of the success of the book. See, book is not a success, why would you call me?
Right.
Right?
Right.
There's no reason to call me. So they called me for the success of the book. When I met him, everybody told in my office, and my friends and people who I really trust, people not trust because I feel like trusting them, people who have a credibility, who have done work over many, many years and proved themselves. They told me, you have to be careful of these people because they are agenda driven. But I am new in this line, and I was very...
I wrote you an email.
Yes, I must
I
admit.
also suggest.
Yes.
That
You
be careful
suggested
of these
be careful of people, they are after you. Some people are. You told me very categorically.
And they'll distort.
Yeah.
And what I do with such people, if it's not a neutral moderator, I tell them I'm going to record it also.
I made that mistake, and never in my life I'm going to make that mistake. And that is how people create trust deficit in this world. I am trusting, I wanted to trust.
Yes.
And I definitely went to his den. I am calling it a den because I met those people, they run it like a gang. It's very interesting that everybody said don't go. A lot of people told me, and they are scientists and historians and educated people, they said these people have a very, very malicious agenda. But I went there, I'm not scared of anything because I speak truth, so I don't carry the baggage of remembering anything. So when I went there, he committed to me that he will not edit anything. When I was leaving, you won't believe it, when I was leaving, I don't know why I had an instinct, and I told him, Abhinandan, you have to promise to me you will not edit one frame. It has to go as is, because the way I've spoken, there are nuances in it. If you edit something, nuances will go, it will look very black and white and wrong. And he committed to me. And I told him also, I do not believe in castes and all that, but I'm a Brahmin by thinking. And Brahmin means Chanakya, so do not mess with me. But he did mess with me. What they did was very cleverly made a small video where they took some shot from beginning, some dialogue from here, some dialogue, and put them together and made a 5-minute video very smartly, because that video is going to circulate on WhatsApp. That is the video which is going to circulate free everywhere. And they made it very popular, and basis that they said, okay, pay money for this thing. Their subscription, which was almost negligible because of me, went up, it shot up. So they made to the tune of, I have been given a figure by somebody I trust, to the tune of 5 lakh rupees in couple of days.
Wow.
Right? Because of me. Not because of me, by manipulating that thing. Then I had to strike back. And first some gentleman, Tejinder Bagga, who's a well-wisher, you know, he speaks their language. What he did was, he started putting their videos, the same thing, back into the system free of cost. He said, if your intention is to malign Vivek and show him down, then show it to millions of people. Why are you restricting?
Right.
And they have sent him a legal notice. Now that legal notice has no meaning, because they have used my interview for commercial exploitation without informing me, and which is illegal, immoral, unprofessional.
And not paying you any royalty, any fare of that 5 lakhs.
Yeah. Anything I do for educational purpose is all free. But I'm a filmmaker. If you are going to use my face, my voice, my thoughts to mint money, you have to share it with me.
Correct. That's the law.
That's the law. But they don't understand law. Urban Naxals don't believe in law. They don't believe in Constitution of India. This man had the cheeks to, on interview, to say, this Rajiv dude.
Right.
I said, your culture is agriculture. You don't know anything. I mean, these people, they can call Gandhi anything. They can call Buddha anything. But can you believe it? The most popular tweet and the video right now, the trending thing is, I said, He said facts. I said facts keep changing. Somebody said earth is flat. It changed. Facts change. Our thoughts change. So do not, the onus of Hindu civilization cannot be dependent on your fact.
Right.
I said, you tell me, is Jesus a fact? He said, yes. I said, is Muhammad a fact? He said, yes. I said, and Krishna? He said, that's not a fact. This is how they think. Whereas for Krishna, you know, you are a master, there are evidences, there is Dwarka, there is everything.
Of course there is, yeah. Sure.
Who tells these idiots? Stupidity has no cure.
Right. So this is very, very interesting. So we're talking about news laundry, which was set up by Mahdut Rehan, socialite in India, and Abhinandan, younger fellow. He's a bit of a brat, I don't find him very intelligent also.
No, he's not intelligent.
He's very, very sensational and all that. And they're trying to be this very neutral, kind of group. But I have had some bad experiences. And, my experience with them was, I wanted to discuss the Kerala floods, and they wanted to come up with some very trivial thing. And they also took, I must have had about 20 tweets. And they took one tweet.
Yeah, and
distorted it. So my basic cause was, whoever is going to be transparent about the floods money, we should donate to them, and those who are not transparent, we should not donate to them. And after calling World Vision and many other organizations, the missionary types, they were not willing to give a full disclosure. And the Hindu organizations I called, they were. So I said, donate to this Hindu organization. And you have to understand the whole context. It's not like I am some guy who just said it like that, These people didn't give the whole context. Even though afterwards I started tweeting so many explanations about it, tagging them, but they didn't have the decency to say, okay, what he meant was more than just what we had said. And, so they're looking for this moment to catch you, aha, I got you, this kind of a thing. That's the sensationalism. But don't you think that this also reflects poorly on the public that goes for these things? Because what the distorted thing they did with you got like over 100,000 views, totally distorted. I looked at it and I couldn't believe that this is what they're doing. But people are sort of chasing that also.
See, I'll tell you, Rajiv, the problem today is that what these people have done is they have diluted the credibility of academics. That is their objective. And here I want to bring a fact. It's my I can prove it also slowly. Give me some time, few months, and I'll prove it. I think Mahdut Rehan also is playing a very smart game. Right? The mastermind stays behind.
Yes.
And puts a mohalla ka gunda outside.
Yeah.
So everybody thinks this gunda is doing something like this.
Right.
But actually, who's behind that?
Yeah, she's the mastermind behind
It's a very clever game. I understood this game.
Yeah.
Abhinandan Sekri is nobody.
Yeah.
Actually, I am also nobody. Okay. But I'm not destructive. I'm not trying to break India. I'm not trying to hurt the sentiments and feelings of people who take pride in their family, parents, society, and the heritage and the country. These people do that. They provoke you. Their idea is their biggest weapon is to create doubt. They try to crack jokes about everyone. What is their participation in the growth of this country? That's the question I want to ask.
Right.
And he lied on camera. He said, I have been to RSS Shakha and they brainwash people. I was talking in the context of madrasas in Afghanistan and Pakistan, where 5-6-year-old children are brainwashed to become suicide bombers. Name one incident where RSS has done that.
Right.
These are the people because of which, good people are not being able to find the power and the strength they should get in a country like India.
Right.
In America, you say anything against India, the entire country comes to attack you.
Right.
Isn't it?
Right.
So they are very sinister game they are playing.
Right.
But you should be happy to know I have destroyed them.
Yeah,
they
very good.
cannot mess with me.
No,
you cannot mess with a person who's on the path of dharma.
Yeah, no, this is very good. And I just want everybody to know, my support for Vivek is unconditional because he's a man of integrity. Ideologically, the cause he's for, I want everybody to support this because, he's younger to me. And when I was young, I also had this kind of vigor. And I want to inspire, encourage young people to take this up. Because this is something intergenerational. The problems happen over hundreds of years. It's not going to go away in a short while. This is a long marathon, as you've said.
It's not a 100-meter race.
It's not a 100-meter dash. So this, a person like this who sticks his neck out is rare. Now this I want to discuss with you also. When there's a problem, lot of people will privately support, very few people publicly want to stick their neck out. So, but when you are successful, they all want to attach their name and claim that I was involved, I did it also. So they will stay outside. Even people who mean well, who are Hindus, don't have the courage. So they mean well, niyat theek hai, bhav is fine, but you know, they don't want to take the risk. So there's few people like us who will also take the risk.
See, if you go to any modern management school, they say leadership means taking risks.
Yes.
Everybody says success comes only by taking risks.
You have to lead from front.
Yeah. And India, wherever, see, we are the only open, democratic, surviving civilization. China is there, but it's a closed civilization.
Correct.
We don't know what's happening inside.
Correct.
It has happened because of people who have taken chances in life.
Correct.
Right? And I'm very proud of you because you have inspired a lot of people. But now time has come, we have to create the second level of leadership, third level of leadership.
Yes.
And a lot of people want to express things and they find voice like that. My only thing is we gave them a lot of space because we kept quiet. We said we are Hindus, how does it matter? Let this thought also be there, let thought also be there. But in modern times, you cannot behave like that. With times, you have to change.
This is the Kurukshetra.
This is a Kurukshetra and we have to be Kshatriyas and warriors.
Very good. Very good. So I am there next month.
Okay.
So I have time for you. I may have otherwise a packed schedule, but for you, I will make the time. So let's plan on doing something.
Okay.
Some things could be public events, some things could be, we can also think of what could be a collaboration which is sustainable to achieve these kind of goals. Whether it's a training mission, whether it is we're going to build some products together, whatever it is, I am interested in aligning with the right kind of people.
Wonderful. And I think now, right now, universe is working with us.
Yes.
You must have seen so many people are getting arrested. Today also one guy got arrested in Bihar.
Okay.
All these all these people are getting arrested everywhere. That's why they are so rattled.
These are urban Naxal types.
Not types, they are urban Naxals. It's beyond doubt they are urban Naxals. And I won't be surprised that all these people who are running these... I asked Abhinandan Sekhri, what's your profession? He said, I'm a news professional. Everybody knows what is a news professional. It's like you ask somebody, what's your profession? I'm a food professional. You're a lobbyist. You are trying to negotiate by extorting people.
Yes.
This is journalistic extortion.
Yes.
Open these small mushroom kind of outfits and then you start...
Journalism in India is an extortion kind of a thing.
Absolutely. They are negotiating. It's a negotiating
You
power.
get dirt and filth on somebody, then you can blackmail them.
Yeah.
You go to the enemy and say, I can sell it, I can bring this guy down, I can bring this guy up. Now, Madhut Rehan's brother is an important, he runs an important media house, doesn't he?
India Today.
India Today.
Yeah.
So he knows the game.
Of course. And one of the oldest, most experienced. So they know the game. And the game today is, you see lots of people are doing that. Husband will say one thing, wife will say something, brother will say something, sister will say. Within the same family, same group, they'll do. Why? Because both the parties can negotiate.
Yeah.
That's a extort.
They're also hedging their bets.
Yeah.
Depending on who comes in power, they're hedging their bets a little bit. And they're also inside information. They can pass on to each other.
Yeah.
So therefore this Chinese wall between Madhut Rehan and her brother's venture, which she tries to make it look like her venture is totally independent and autonomous, we don't know. I mean, we don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Huh?
And you will never get to know because they work so secretly in such a sinister, Maoist, communist style of working.
Right.
You'll never get, they're not democratic people.
Right.
Okay, what's their objective? Why are they there? What is it that they want to find out? Do they want to find out truth? Are they rediscovering India? Where is the common man in their narration?
Right.
Their narrative is to show people down,
right,
to disrepute people,
right,
to discredit people.
Right.
Why are they so scared?
Right.
I was in Oxford University and these young girls and boys told me that after you speak, the president of the
he got fired.
He was fired. And so they asked me, sir, kaise kare? So I said one thing, don't publicize. You know, I said don't publicize.
Correct.
They did not publicize. Last day they opened it and I went there, about 100 students came and they were very upset about that this gentleman had to resign. Now what are we saying?
Just for those who don't know, Oxford students invited me. The head of the Indian organization, student union, fought those critics who wanted me not to come, saying this is freedom of speech. you guys can come and criticize him and debate him, and he's willing. And I said, I'm willing. They can also come on and be a panelist, and we'll have arguments and debates. This is one of the learned places in the world, and they are supposed to be encouraging this kind of a thing. But he had so much pressure that if he allows this, he will have to resign.
Yeah.
He had to resign.
Yeah.
And this is so sad that in Oxford this kind of a thing had to happen. Yeah. So when you went, they were also relating the story to you.
Yeah, because there was the opposition against me.
Right.
Okay. I am, and one more thing is, we are Rajivji, you, me. We talk about the integrity of India.
Right.
Now, who should have a problem with that?
Right.
If somebody is saying this world should be beautiful, there should not be negative forces. The other day, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I was in North Carolina, in Raleigh. And the University of North Carolina, Department of Asian Studies invited me to speak. I was speaking on the greatness of Hindu civilization, which in modern context. Now, there's some professor, I don't know his name is from University of Connecticut. Suddenly, out of nowhere, he started tweeting abusive things about me, and he started writing to University of North Carolina saying that why are you wasting these funds? These are public funds. You can't waste on traitors and this and that. Oh my God! I am saying that India is the greatest country. Hindu civilization is the greatest civilization, and we should preserve this heritage. And this man is saying I'm a traitor.
Yeah.
Look at them. This left. And they talk about freedom of expression. So many times they stop your freedom of expression.
Sure, oh, many times.
Have you ever stopped anybody's freedom of expression?
I in fact invite them. I mean, I'm going to do a mini series critiquing Ramila Thapar. So I have invited her. Please come and let's discuss.
Let's publicly invite all these people who have problems with us.
In fact, at the Jaipur Dialogues, which is held, I think end of October they're holding. I think you will also be there. So they asked me, what would you like to do? I said my first priority would be to debate. Bring Shashi Tharoor. They invited, they brought a lot of names. None of them. Ramachandra Guha said no. Ramila Thapar, they invited to debate with me, said no.
They will never come.
So we are open to a nice debate. They don't want to include us. They want to throw us out. And then they are the ones talking about freedom of speech.
Yeah, and if you notice, anybody who follows me on Twitter or social media, I always engage with people. I'm always talking to them, but they never respond. I have invited Kavita Krishnan, I have invited Kanhaiya Kumar, I have invited Omar Khalid, I have invited, and I'm willing to, why don't we do one thing? In October, let's invite formally Madhu Trehan and Abhinandan Sekri, whoever, or anybody who is opposed to our ideas. They can come, and I'll organize big show. I'll call lots of students, thousands of students.
Let's do that.
In IIT or JNU, wherever they want.
Let's do that. We
will go to their territory.
We'll go to their territory.
We'll go to their territory, and we will sit there. They can ask us any question on this earth.
Right.
We'll record it on camera.
Right.
But do you know, they will never come. Because thieves never come.
They'll send some low-level people to disrupt and create gadar.
Yeah.
But rather than good, intelligent conversation. That's what happens.
That is my biggest problem.
Yeah.
They are always stand of freedom of expression.
Yes.
Right? Now Gauri Lankesh, they talk about, right? Yesterday, Mr. Girish Karnad was wearing Me Too Urban Naxals. What does he mean by Me Too Urban Naxals? Are you a terrorist? So why don't you wear Me Too Taliban, Me Too ISIS, Me Too Boko Haram? The entire world recognizes Naxal movement as the 5 top terror organizations, beyond doubt. I mean, nobody in this world, only people with half knowledge and sinister objectives can do something like that.
Right.
I want to, through this, your viewers, I want to tell something which I have been very seriously considering, that people like Rajiv ji have so much of experience, wisdom and research behind him. People like me have a lot of connect with the students. I am dedicating my life to them. But this is not enough. 2 of us cannot win this war. It's a very big war. These people are well funded. These people have big terror organizations funding them, working for them. All those people who want to break India are working them. They are giving them logistical support. They have offices.
They have international funding.
Yeah.
They have large nexuses.
Who's funding them?
Yeah.
And why they are funding them? What is the purpose of these organizations? They are just to create chaos, conflict and anarchy in India, so that it becomes a civil war-like situation. And that is the best time to strike and divide India. I always tell everybody one thing. India was not divided into Bharat and Pakistan on 15th August 1947. For 20, 30 years, these forces kept slowly working, poisoning Muslim brothers, poisoning their mind, and ultimately that situation came when nobody could handle it. So if we do not stop it now, they want to divide India, and we have to stop them.
Very good. And we'll continue the fight. We'll continue
Yes.
the good fight.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.